Ground warfare without space is completely blind and death. It's an unbelievable contrast when you really think about it. Down in the dirt, warfare is all chaos, mud, friction, and confusion. But high above, the systems guiding that conflict operate with this cold, clinical, pinpoint precision. Modern forces absolutely rely on 5 key orbital functions just to survive the day and actually strike their targets.
Let's systematically break down the first three of these pillars. First up, reconnaissance. The spy eyes. They spot troops, hidden stockpiles, and bases. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer level of detail. I mean, they can resolve objects down to just a few meters in size, from literally hundreds of miles out in space. Second is communication, the nerves. If ground lines get severed in the heat of battle, command centers on the total opposite side of the planet can still relay instant, global orders via space. And third, GPS and navigation, the targeting. Global positioning systems do way more than just drop a pin on a map. They guide smart bombs and cruise missiles with such pinpoint accuracy that they rarely ever miss.
Okay, moving to pillar number 4, early warning. Picture this terrifying but incredibly crucial chain reaction. Step 1, an adversary launches a nuclear missile. Step 2, almost instantly, highly sensitive infrared sensors on early warning satellites detect that massive burst of heat from the rocket's exhaust. Step 3, that data is flashed right back to Earth, prepping defense systems. And step 4, a counterattack or interception kicks off. In this scenario, we are talking milliseconds. That incredible speed of data transmission in space directly translates to millions of lives saved on the ground.
And that brings us to the fifth and final pillar, weather monitoring. Now, I know it might sound kind of mundane compared to spotting nukes, but it is absolutely essential. You know, even with the absolute best high-tech gear, nature ultimately dictates the success of a battle. Heavy rain, snow, high winds, they can ground your drones, stall a tank advance, and completely ruin visibility. So orbital weather tracking, monitoring shifting cloud cover, measuring precise atmospheric conditions, is a foundational requirement before planning any major operation.
Let's look at real-world proof in Ukraine to see space warfare in action today. This isn't theoretical anymore. It's a very visceral, urgent, modern reality. The conflict in Ukraine has dramatically proven the absolute necessity of this space infrastructure. Just look at the role of commercial satellite internet networks. When traditional comms were targeted and wiped out under heavy fire, these satellite systems stepped right in and literally became the unbreakable backbone of combat operations. They did 3 critical things. They maintained comms for troops under relentless attack. They enabled the remote, real-time control of those drones that have really defined this conflict. And they constantly relayed crucial operational data back and forth from the front lines. But it wasn't just about the military forces fighting the war. The source material notes that commercial satellite images brought the battlefield to the global public. And this brilliantly illustrates a really profound shift in modern conflict. Space tech didn't just quietly guide the military behind the scenes.